Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. This is a car that we restored ourselves. I put the entire package on this car. It was very expensive, and I gotta tell you, we spent way more than we're asking for this car. You know, it's just that that's what the market would bear. We probably shouldn't have tried to restore the car ourselves, but we weren't gonna really take any shortcuts, and it turned out to be a really great car. So as we walk around, you can see we picked the candy apple red paint because it's just great looking color. We come on up here, we can take some quality shots of like these things. You know, a lot of people take shortcuts on these cars. You know, this is really, look at a nice shine to it, nice depth. You know, a lot of people take shortcuts on these cars, like they don't finish it up with the wheels. You know, people don't go with power disc brakes. Just to give you an idea, the package alone, just to put on this car, is $10,000. And you may see prices at $6,000, $7,000, whatever, but let me just tell you something, they're missing a lot of stuff. They're missing the roll bar. The roll bar alone is like $1,500 by the time you get the roll bar, buy the side panels that are supposed to go in there, take the interior out, weld in the plates and stuff for the roll bar to be affixed. It's a lot of extra work, and that's what we've kind of done to this car here. The underneath of this car, spectacular. It had a little ugliness underneath. We replaced all these panels underneath, and now it is absolutely beautiful. We talked about a couple small things. The Shelby Rims, that's a great, great looking wheel. The power disc brakes you can see inside there. Everything's nicely painted, detailed, stainless fasteners there for holding on the trim. I like the gold stripes on this car. The scoops look awesome. All new chrome, stainless, emblems. Come on back here, you can kind of see where we kept on going. This is a great look of this car. The exhaust system alone took us almost 2 days to do because you have to custom fabricate it, get it so it mounts just right, excuse me, weld in the tips properly so everything sits right. And that is one great looking exhaust. Shelby really had it nice. Lee figured out when he did that. All right, so this hood itself is pretty cool. It's got these great looking cages here to let some of the hot air out, let fresh air in. We have hood pins, okay? And this bumper and this right here, the surround, looks great. Shelby grill, emblems there. All right, nicely dressed up under here. And we've tried to keep it as stock as possible with the correct valve covers. We've kept the exhaust manifolds on there, even though it still sounds great. Power steering, power disc brakes that we talked about. Everything's nice and kind of correct. No updates, conveniences, things like that, other than the way it was supposed to be. You gotta make sure the horns work, the turn signals work, the brake lights work, all those things that, so when you get this car, all you need to do is back out of the trailer. It'll have a temporary tag on the back. We've changed the oil, made sure the coolant's where it's supposed to be. The idea is you put a key in it, fire it up, and take whoever it is you want to go and go for a ride. Okay, that's the idea about buying a car here from Flemings, and it makes it a lot easier that way. All right, let's take a peek at the trunk. You know, we detailed the trunk as well as the undercarriage of the car in places that you're not really ever going to see. The only reason why we do some of that stuff is so that when you drive this car, you get rid of the squeaks, the rattles, the road noises. It's nice and solid, and it sounds great. So in here, detailed, you got a spare tire, original GT wheel that would have come from the factory that same way. Carpeted in here, painted, detailed, all painted and everything inside here. This looks great. All right, let's move on inside. You know, you got the great looking GT350 mats in there. Little stuff like this, like the footwell lighting, making sure that that works. The door lights work. This is detailed back here so you can take some people with you. There's actually a little bit of room, believe it or not, in these cars, which is actually kind of nice because a lot of these pony cars, especially like Camaros, super tight in back. But by 69, these got a little bigger inside. All right, so we got full factory gauges here. We do have an upgraded sound system in here. It's an AM/FM cassette. I'm not sure it's like, you know, top of the line, but it's period correct, kind of looks more period correct than not. What we can do for you is, we can in the glove box install an AM/FM CD sound system with satellite. So we can hide the stereo and things like that. All nice console, it's all new. You can get the cigarette lighter where it's supposed to be, which is the correct for the Shelby console. Place for your seatbelts to plug in, stuff like that. This is one of those great looking muscle cars that looks just as great with the top up as it does down. I like to show some of the top up just so you can see it, but it's actually super fast to put down. And this is a great feature on these cars, the Shelbys, the GT350s, this roll bar. You know, a lot of people skip this step when they're building these cars because it's a very expensive piece of the whole thing. You have to take the entire back and interior out, start welding, cutting, all that stuff to make everything work. How about I start it for you so you can hear what it sounds like? That's nice. You just hit the key, it fires right up. It's on high idle right now. Still a little bit cold, so I don't want to whack it much, but check it out back there. I think you'll like it. You know, this is one of those cars when you're closing up the video, you don't really need to talk about much. It's got great scoops, vents, roll bar, wheels and tires. You know, we talked about the power steering, power disc brakes for drivability. It's got this great 3-spoke, the Moto Lita wheel with a console, buckets, all that stuff. Just a cool car, you know? And this thing goes down the road well. It's comfortable to drive, and it's just an awesome muscle car that you can enjoy for a really long time. It's freshly restored, it's ready to go. Find a way to get this car in your life, because I'm telling you, summer's here, and this is a great piece of summer. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.